It's so good to be back here on the Spring Creek SMP. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nick. Welcome to the channel. It's so good to have you here. And oh man, that was actually really awesome to open up the video with a time lapse of clearing the entire canvas. We've got a nice fresh canvas to paint on here. I can't wait to show you guys all of the fun plans I've got, all of the fun stuff that I want to do in this video. But welcome. I am thrilled to have you here. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. I do hope that you will enjoy your stay, and I hope that you're doing absolutely amazing today. Thank you. You are incredible, and I hope that life is being amazing for you. I hope it absolutely is. And if it's not today, then I hope that tomorrow you wake up with a renewed sense of love for life and passion. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's talk about the starter house. Of course, we built this in the last episode, and I have made a couple of changes to this since I built it. One on the first... Don't pay attention to him. On the first floor here, I used to have just regular old white concrete in here. I have swiped this out for concrete powder because I like the textured look of this better than the basically far more flat texture of the concrete itself. I just didn't think that that looked as good. You'll also notice we've got these little kind of, you know, little buttresses or whatever sticking out at different angles, and I did some chain action here and got some lanterns hanging from these guys. I think that looks absolutely fantastic, especially once we get to nighttime. You get to see these amazing glowing lanterns hanging out over here. I think it looks really awesome. A lot of the interior of the house, still not a whole lot, but I do have something to show you in there momentarily. But thank you so much for watching the last episode. Thank you so much for your support in this series thus far. I am having an absolute blast running around in this world. Kind of a fresh, a new fresh kind of perspective, a new fresh way to play that's a little bit different from what I'm used to in Bedrock Edition. Speaking of Bedrock Edition, Triton Craft, it's not done. It's not gone. I promise it's not gone. But I've been working on a mega project over there. So that's why the videos over there are taking a little bit longer, because well, you'll find out when the next Triton Craft episode drops, but that is underway. So yeah, we have a huge blank canvas over here. I do think that we are going to have to move the cow cookificator 5000. You know you watch too many Tango videos when... but yeah, I'm pretty sure that this guy is going to go. We're going to get rid of these cows and get these guys sorted somewhere else. I'm not 100% sure where. Same way as you guys saw during the time lapse that when I dug the pods all out of here, all my chickens exploded out of this little central area. Of course, there was a little hopper, you know, at the beginning of the season. I just chucked a couple of chickens in there. They laid eggs. The hopper caught the eggs, and now there's a chest and a hopper full of eggs down there. So we'll figure out something else to do with that. We might build just a little automatic chicken cookificator as well. But back inside of the main house here, again, we've got a lot of interior work left to do in here. I still have to suss out a window design, and I ripped out the floor. I couldn't take it anymore. I just kept looking at this, and it just did not look right. It just didn't fit the aesthetic in here. So I need to come up with a different floor design right now. So we've got planks here. Or not planks. We've got bricks here. And we've got planks here. So I'm thinking I want to go something a little bit on the rougher side. I think I may even just do something a little bit more simple, like a mixture of maybe some gravel and some tuff in here. And you guys are just going to have to let me know what you think about that idea. I don't know when I'm going to get started on that. But of course, storage is the first thing that's going to be going in here. And storage is going to be going in the basement. So, ooh. Scary. We've got some bubble vaders. These are connected over to our original base area. And these guys, yeah, they go way down there. These guys, we got to get some water in here. We got to get some mechanisms and all that kind of stuff built in here. But I want to figure out exactly the rest of the design aesthetic I'm going to put in here. I think I want to mimic the wood pillars that we have outside in this basement with the spruce logs. But that means, you know, I want to get all this kind of stuff situated and sorted out first. And I think we're going to have logs coming up all of the interiors of this, except for some lighting at some different intervals. And what I would really love to get, what I really, really would love, is some sea lanterns. But I have not even seen an ocean monument in here yet. And I mean, I could easily find one. Like, finding one's not the tough part. The tough part would be surviving at one and then converting it into some kind of a guardian farm. So that way we could, actually, do something at least kind of semi-useful. Hang on. Boy, that recording logo up there in the screen really bugs me. I got to find a way, if there's a way to turn that thing off, but then I would never remember if I'm recording or not when I'm actually trying to use the replay mod. But yeah, I super, super love this house. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to start fleshing out a little bit more of this thing. That's going to come later in this episode. We've got some work to do in here as well. But first, we've got to turn our attention to the canvas outside. We are going to continue this bush design. We're going to continue to mimic this all throughout the area here. We're going to add some walkways, some pathways in here, and we're going to add some smaller buildings in here as well. We're going to have some other just nothing big, nothing serious, nothing too huge, little buildings just kind of dotted in and around here. I also do know that I promised to tell you guys all about this monstrosity. You're going to find out all about that a little bit later on in this video as well. And I've got to figure out something to do over here. Like, do I want to put some kind of structure over this? This is the initial exit from my original base area, because I'm not going to get rid of those bubble vaders. We may as well keep them there. But yeah, I think maybe we'll throw like a small shanty over that. I'm not really all that sure. We've got a lot of empty space to play around with. So let's take off here. Let's kind of get a nice bird's eye of the situation down here. We can actually land right up here and kind of take a look. I mean, it's just, I see you. Well, we've just got this huge, beautiful open area. There's just so much space to play with here. So yeah, I want to just get some smaller, just tiny little buildings, things that we're going to stick just small, simple farms in. Like, I think we're going to do like an automatic cow cooking farm like this right now. This is not quite what, ooh. This one here is not quite, it's just entity cramming them and they're just dying from entity cramming. I want to actually have a system kind of like the one I have in Triton Craft, where, I feed the cows and then the babies drop through. And then, when they grow up, they get hit by lava blades and they die and get cooked. And that's kind of what I want as well. It's like some chicken. We'll do that with some chicken. I also got to get some string up on this roof here because, we've got some snow accumulating on this thing. And I don't think I want snow on the roof. I don't think so. I still want to do some more stuff with the roof of this building. I still want to add a little bit more texture, a little bit more stuff in there. I am kind of glad, however, that I got rid of all that podzol that we had rocking and rolling out here. There was just far too much of it, but I mean, really, it was more about collecting all of that spruce wood than it was anything else. So I have a lot of work to do here, and we are going to set off and get started on building some pathways up to the front door of our beautiful, beautiful starter house. Hello? No. Ha-ha! Let's hit that timeline. Well, the area is certainly starting to take shape out here in this little mountain area in front of my starter house. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, it's so good to have you here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future content. We've cleared everything out, of course, as you saw in the time lapse earlier in the video, and now we've kind of got some plans. You know, and I literally have no idea what these are going to be yet. But I would like them to be just small buildings, single story, you know, just relatively small. They'll probably be some type of farms, or we'll get villagers over here and we'll have some different villagers in some of these different things, you know, different types of traders, maybe some stonemasons, maybe some farmers, different things of that nature. We also got to get a large farm set up. I'm thinking maybe over here on this mound here, we'll get a large farm set up. I mean, I know I've got the sugarcane and I got the wheat down there around the pond where those pillagers are trapped in there. Are they still? Yeah, they're still hanging out over there, waiting for me to come back over there. But, you know, I mean, the one house here kind of goes over that back area. I actually don't want this to be a house. I want this to be an arch. So this is going to be an archway, and it's going to kind of lead over into this area. And we're going to have other stuff kind of down in this area doing all sorts of who knows whatever else. The cow farm is going to need to move. Those hay bales are also going to need to move. But, I mean, that was kind of always going to happen. The sugarcane and bamboo and stuff will probably stay where it is, but that wheat farm is also going to go. We're going to clear cut a lot of that stuff over there. Maybe we'll have another building over there. Maybe we can even build some kind of greenhouse. But yeah, I'd like this to be an arch, and basically the original way down into the starter base there, that will be inside of each leg of the arch, and it'll kind of be this nice structure, maybe like 20, 30 blocks high. Maybe like 20, not 30. I don't want it to be too big. You know, just kind of the gateway in between that and in between this area over here. And we're going to develop some more of this area down here at some point later. And as you guys saw there in the short time lapse there, we have done some pathway work as well. Of course, we have our path blocks and stuff rocking and rolling in here. I got to fix this up here. I don't like the way that this looks with all this stone here. We may just change this out to grass and add more grass in here. Not maybe down here, but especially right here along the edge of this cliff. See, like that just looks ugly to me. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I didn't really pay a lot of attention over here to what I was doing, more so over with here. But you can see we, of course, got the tough blocks in there. We've got lots of gravel, and we've got some cobblestone in there. And then I just chucked in these little path blocks kind of along the way, you know, just because I just kind of wanted, I don't know, I just wanted something like a little contrasting element to be part of this. We still got to come up with some lamps and stuff. We're going to put along this pathway here, and we're going to do some more of these bushes and stuff, the little spruce fence posts and the leaves with the glowstone hidden underneath it. I also chucked in some beetroot over here, just for color, more so than anything else. I thought about, you know, I was like, what can I chuck in over there? Because we need some warmer colors over here. There's a lot of cool colors going on. I wanted to get a little bit more of that kind of stuff going on over there. There might be a few too many plots, though. I might actually knock a couple of those plots out, and maybe a couple of those pieces of fence there. I kind of put all that stuff in there to kind of just see exactly what it was going to look like, and, you know, exactly what else we would have to do. I can't wait to get everything rocking and rolling over here in this village. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, I've gotten so much done that I have to show you guys. Also, check out my cool little party favor. Yeah, I got to go to a party over at my brother's base, and yeah, a bunch of jerks that were there kept murdering me, and yeah, I collected this handy little trinket as a souvenir. I may or may not have triggered a raid accidentally, because like the pillagers keep showing up over here, and I just randomly kill them because I don't have any villagers over here or anything. But then I was flying over to my brother's island to grab a mending book, and yeah, I might have flown over his base area where he does have villagers, triggered a raid, and they killed me like 10 times. Or more. It might have been more. Honestly, how I didn't lose all my stuff. Like, I was going through all the backup gear that I found in the end, and all the backup gear to the backup gear, and then just I had to randomly craft iron armor, because like I had at one point there were 3 pieces of elytra, like 3 full sets of different armors and stuff over on the ground. Fortunately, the only thing I really lost in the entire excursion, aside from a set of elytra wings, which weren't enchanted, so not really a super huge loss, was I lost my good bow. But I've got a skelly farm for that, and I've already got myself a new one like right here. Look at this bad boy. Boom. Oh, I just took a screenshot. Good. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, at any rate, we are back, and I have not gotten any work done in the buildings out here in the main courtyard area. This is going to be for the next episode. We're going to be working on all this stuff out here because we've got so much stuff to do, but I have been doing a ton of work up in here. Also, chorus fruit, don't ask. It's just there. I've got some stuff cooking up. I want to collect a whole bunch of end rods because I want to use a whole bunch of end rods for a couple of different things. I did end up popping a couple of these out of here and reducing the amount of fences, and then I actually added a few more like little pops of plots here and there. So much stuff to show you guys with this build here. I did a whole section of a video where I talked about this thing over here. This is a mob farm, by the way. We're going to talk more about it some other time when I decide to expand this upward. Either we'll add more layers to the mob farm, although it's kind of redundant because my brother built a creeper farm to get gunpowder, and that's kind of really the only reason I built it was to get some mob drops and gunpowder from creepers, but I've already got the skelly farm and the cave spider spawner, so I didn't need any of those drops. So yeah, it's kind of redundant, but I think we're going to put a nice little tower on top of that at some point in the future. We'll do a video focusing on that as well. So you can see here as we walk up to the front door, we have got a lot more lighting rocking and rolling in here, and that's because I have been hanging out with some mini HUD here. That's the numbers you see on the ground here. That's from mini HUD. And basically that's the light level overlay, lets you know where the light level is. And you can see there are still some bad spawning spots in here around the perimeter of the house. Of course, once 1.18 comes out, this is going to be totally redundant because mobs will need zero boop, boop, to spawn. So the perimeter on the house would be extended way out once 1.18 comes out and we update the server to that. I don't know why I zoomed in on my face. But yeah, I downloaded Mini HUD. I've seen a lot of other creators using it, and I actually have that's kind of ingenious to have like a light level overlay thing that's like looking at the ground and telling you exactly what you need to do light wise. So we've added in a whole bunch more lights. You're also going to see up on the second floor, there's a whole bunch of lights. You're also going to see windows up on the second floor. We have done a lot more detail work and stuff in terms of this kind of thing. This window, I think I finally settled on a window design there. We've got some lights overhanging up the top over there. I just wanted to basically have light on that entire balcony over there. I'm not 100% on those little archway things going on up there. You'll also notice we've got glass in the windows. All of the windows, at least on the second floor too, maybe. I can't remember if the second floor's windows are all done now, but the first floor, all of the windows, and this is black tinted glass. I wanted something that was going to kind of match in with the foundation here of the black stone and the deep slate brick. And I think that looks really, really good. So let's go ahead and pop inside here where you will now see, boom, no torchies on the ground here. We're actually we've got to put the door back. Wait, where's the door? We've got to put our door back in. I've got to put a door in. Yeah, I haven't done that, unfortunately. But yeah, we went with a couple of things. So this is blue terracotta, and I decided to make the room transitions either at corners or at window frames. So you see over here, it's at the window frame. On the other side, it kicks over into this, and we do this over in here. And, you know, we've got these lanterns hanging from the little chains. I kind of love that. And there's a nice transition here into this blue concrete, which would be in kind of our main hallway area. This over here, I'm not sure what this is going to be over here just yet. And then you walk over into here. This is going to be like an entry room, different things like that, into our kitchen where we've got some purple brick rocking and rolling over here. I know purple, it's purple, but I feel like in terms of like a kitchen tile kind of thing, like you can get away with it. You can kind of almost get away with it. And then we walk over into here, and this is kind of the only thing about this build that I'm not really all that fussed about. But the problem with a lot of trapdoors is they have the openings on them. Like the oak trapdoors, the jungle trapdoors, like a lot of them have openings on them. And I wanted something that could mimic a solid wall while also giving some depth. But I wanted the stairs covered. I don't want the stairs to not be covered here. So I was kind of torn there. The only other one that I could use is spruce, but then that has those weird kind of metal plates going across it. And I think we've actually got some out here somewhere right here. Because underneath here, there's some andesite. I'll show you guys why that is in just a moment. Although I don't think I need to do that. I think I'm going to end up removing that. I thought I had to put stone underneath where there's fireplaces up here. but I don't know if I have to do that or not. So up here on the second floor, you'll see we started laying out our floor plan. And I ran out of smooth quartz blocks here, unfortunately. And I think that's kind of pointing me in the direction of what I got to do in the next episode. Those of you familiar with my Triton Craft series will understand after the farmer's market how much I hate villagers. And now I've got to deal with them in Java Edition as well. We've got to get some stonemasons over here so I can start trading for some quartz, which means we're also going to have to get some farmers over here. And I'm going to have to start fleshing out some of that stuff. That'll be over the series of next series of episodes, next few episodes. We'll get some stonemasons and we'll get some farmers and we'll get some other farms and stuff built outside. Yeah, see, I think I ran out of glass too at one point and I just didn't make any more. But I kind of love these like big picture windows up here. I do love this fireplace design. We kind of incorporated the same blocks that are being used in the fireplace itself. We've got our andesite, and I decided to use andesite wall here because I wanted, again, a lot of depth in a smaller space. And, you know, we've got our stairs here, and this is kind of why I went with this here, because I wanted that to still be andesite underneath that. And then we've got our smooth andesite brick over here as kind of the decorative top portion. We've just got some fireplaces in there, and I kind of love the glow that gives off. I think that looks absolutely amazing. And then from here, we can actually pop up to our attic. And the thing about the attic is, no, there's nothing up here. There's nothing up here. We may just chuck some like random barrels and different stuff for like storage up here, but I don't think this is ever going to be space I'm really going to use for a whole lot of stuff. Maybe if I put an enchanting setup over here somewhere, I could put it up in here, but I've got tons of space in the house to do that as well. So I don't really feel like that would be a huge, huge necessity. But yeah, this is our attic, and I love it. Absolutely, absolutely love it. So the most important thing that I've worked on here, and I mean, I started the video out by telling you guys I ripped out the flooring. Well, we have replaced the flooring in the basement, and the basement is now completely finished. Well, not completely finished. Not 100%. We might still add some more decorative touches. There's still kind of just a blank space over here. And I'm not too fussed about this. This is kind of, I just chucked a whole bunch of workstations in here because I needed them. And now I'm like, I don't like necessarily how that works. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do themed little work areas, and we'll kind of use these wooden pillars coming down as separators here. We'll use those to kind of split off the various things here. But you can see we've moved all of our storage. I've still got so much other stuff to show you guys, so hang in there with me. But you can see here, this guy, and you know, all of our mini blocks that we've been collecting from the Wandering Trader. I love these mini blocks. I think they're so great. All of our storage is here. Literally everything that we've got here, and then we've got a whole bunch more over here. I've also, like, some of these are filled with, like, these kind of things. So I need to get some item frames rocking and rolling in here as well. I just haven't done that yet. I've got the leather for it. I've got the wood for it. I just haven't been too fussed about doing it yet. It's one of those things that'll kind of get done in its own time. And yeah, we went with a mixture of diorite and calcite on the floor, some of the same wall elements that we've got up on the first floor and second floor upstairs. I threw just some water underneath there and just some iron grates. No reason, just wanted to break up the floor a little bit there, like maybe it's a storm drain of some kind. I don't know, we might make that go down into some kind of secret room or something like that eventually. I'm not 100% sure, I don't know. But yeah, I am really loving this. I think this is absolutely amazing. I love the lanterns hanging at various heights along the wooden beams, kind of coming in and out and doing all this stuff. We've got all of our cookerators going over here. I think that this looks fantastic. Except for this, I don't like this dark oak trapdoor here. I think it's too busy. But the problem is I want something there to block the stairs. And you can't put slabs vertically in Minecraft, so you're stuck against that. You can't do that. I mean, I'm up against the wall. Like, I really, pun intended. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know that there's not a lot of other stuff I can really do with it, because I don't want a trapdoor that has a gap in it, because I don't want you to be able to see the stairs through the back. I mean, on this floor, it wouldn't really matter, because this is all solid wall behind this, and you can kind of see I just did this kind of nice decorative thing back here. We may use that armor stand mod and kind of see if we can fit something in back there. But like up here is, I think, where it would be more annoying, because we've got the wooden stairs, obviously, and the stairwell going up to the next floor. I don't want to be able to see that. I don't know, maybe if I just remove one of these, it wouldn't look so bad, but then I don't know what I would replace this one with if I did that. So you guys have to give me some ideas down in the comments below. Last but not least, you can see we've got these bubble vaders over here. These have been filled in, fleshed out, and completely set up. But before we head downstairs, it's time for a little mini time lapse. I gotta tell you, I am absolutely in love with this entire basement area. I think that this looks absolutely wonderful. So you didn't get to see everything in the time lapse there because I kind of just picked the best spots that I could really see a lot of different stuff here. But so we're continuing the visual motif that we had going on up here in our main room up here. We have, of course, our redstone blocks, and we have, hey, nether, shh, hey, we've got our nether, the redstone blocks, and we've got our nether wart here. And, you know, this wall came out a little bit, and we moved in more of these kind of shroom lights in here. These are where my chests and stuff used to be down here for my storage. We do still have some stuff down here, just a little bit of stuff, not too much. But yeah, I didn't want to go too crazy. You know, of course, we're just leaving a lot of the other stuff down here because we can add more of this stuff up top as we go. But then we're continuing this visual motif into the walls down here where it leads into our mine shaft. And eventually all the mine shafts are going to look kind of like this, where the blocks from the floor and the ceiling and the walls are all bleeding into the tunnels. And then, of course, they're going to taper away to whatever the natural block there is. And that, I think, is going to kind of give it a little bit more visual unity, if that makes sense. We went with the same thing here. We've got, these are like the tool stations or whatever that you use to upgrade gear with netherite, and mixed in with the deep slate tiles. I kind of love those. I kind of think they're kind of cool. And then, of course, we've just got a mixture of regular andesite and andesite brick rocking and rolling in the ceiling design here. I am in love with this. And of course, this is not going to remain this open forever. This, what I'm envisioning, kind of talking about trading and doing a trader hall or something like that, I'm envisioning my stonemasons lined up in this middle section going down through here. Maybe some kind of villager setup down through the middle of this thing that's going to kind of divide the room in half. And we'll keep like little like trading units, like, you know, 8 to 10 blocks or something like that, or maybe 5 villagers per block on each side. Like, we'll have one facing this way, one facing this way, and we'll do like individual cells that you can walk in and around and do that kind of stuff. So this area will still be relatively open, but it'll at least break up this massive empty space here that we've got in the middle of our floor here. But I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of absolutely in love with this. I think this is great. We need a new lighting setup here. The torches are just temporary, so don't worry about those. The torch spam will disappear eventually. And I kind of wanted to just taper this into different areas here where it would then meet in with the natural terrain. Of course, we've got the, you know, deep slate tiles here meeting up with our lava source. We've got, this is our original enchanting setup. I want to keep this here, but I don't really know that it fits here anymore. So I think this is going to end up getting moved up to the house. I just don't feel like it fits in here anymore now that we've got everything kind of going in here, because I kind of like this just being open, and just, I want to add more dripstone in the ceiling over here. I want to add more of these glowberries and all that stuff. The cave vines, we added some slabby jabs up here as a little stairway leading back into here. And of course, again, the bricks taper off into the natural kind of terrain that we've got going on here. And the thing continues over here into this corridor here. Again, deep slate tiles. And then we've got some tinted glass. I actually added tinted glass in here just because, I don't know, I like the dark contrast of it compared to the flooring and everything that we've got in here. I was going to say, I think there's another little bit of it over here somewhere. This, however, is still an open lava pool, but we did block it off from that side over there. But yeah, this is it. This is it. I absolutely love this. You guys are definitely gonna have to let me know what you think of this basement area. I really wanted to come in here and kind of start getting this renovated for quite a while now. I dug this whole huge thing out over here. Yeah, this initially I had storage down here, and I was gonna do like barrels in this wall of tuff that I was gonna kind of build this room around in here. But then I kind of you know, changed the concept to like this big open kind of cave design. And I kind of want to do some more like different stuff. Like I said, I think we're going to add some more dripstone and some more of these cave vines, and we're going to get this enchanting setup out of here because there's plenty of room for this up in the house. But yeah, you guys are going to have to let me know what you think of this setup. What do you guys think of everything in this Spring Creek series so far? How am I doing? How are you guys enjoying the series? Please let me know. If you guys leave a comment down below and like the video, it helps more people see me on YouTube. It plays the algorithm game. And if you want to get seen, I don't know why I'm wiggling my butt as I walk backwards, don't ask. But if you want to get seen on YouTube, and if you want more people to see the content, you have to play the algorithm game. So leaving a like and a comment on the video just to say hi to me, anything, goes a long way. So make sure you let me know what you think of everything in the comments. But that is going to do it for another episode here from the Spring Creek SMP. I really, really love it. Oh, got tinted glass in here in the elevator shaft as well, along with this diorite brick. I really love that. Well, yeah, the basement's done. We are going to continue work on the starter house kind of over the next few episodes. But I need quartz before I can finish the second floor. So there's not a whole lot I can do with the second floor until we get there. But let me know what you guys think I should do next. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Smash that like button. Like I said before, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you do like the content. It really, really, really does help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode here from Spring Creek.